Pipeline surveillance contract has been identified as one of the major problems causing sabotage of oil company facilities. This was the thrust of discussions at the Stakeholders Alliance for Corporate Accountability meeting tagged Town Hall Sensitization Campaign Against Pipeline Vandalism. Okordia-Zarama George has that story.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Maikanti Baru, says the country lost about 700,000 barrels per day of crude oil to pipeline vandalism in 2016. Expressing concern about the erosion of the nation's wealth via sabotage, stakeholders met for a town hall sensitization campaign against pipeline vandalism for Okordia-Zarama clans.
The only solution to the problem is to bring together all the stakeholders, that is the oil companies, the regulators, and community leaders, particularly youth and women, and to dialogue about the problems, because there are problems that bring about pipeline sabotage, like surveillance contracts.
We should make sure that one will help to keep our environment green. The more they engage in pipeline vandalism, the more we endanger the environment.
Certain cancer diseases that affect the lungs, the liver. Then also it's also shocking to note that toxins that are released from this pipeline vandalization chemicals, so the crude oil, could affect the fertility of these men. It affects the sperm. At the end of the day, they are not able to reproduce their kind.
Speakers at the sensitization campaign hold firm to the opinion that Nigeria and the oil companies always lose much to pipeline vandalism, but the people and the immediate environment tend to suffer more.
If they choose not to vandalize, they are choosing life. If they vandalize, they are choosing death. No matter what the initial interim monetary gains are, and not just that for themselves, for their children that are unborn, for their own children, when they become grandfathers and grandfathers. And it's not just about that, it's going to affect the soil.
Some of these youths, they have nothing to eat. And all they need is empowerment and employment. When people are engaged in doing one thing or the other, in fact, they will not remember to go closer to pipeline.
They should look for things that they can do to bring up who they are and not what the environment pretend them to do or push them to do, because that gain will not last forever.
The Stakeholders Alliance for Corporate Accountability is hopeful that something good will come out of the meeting.
We've talked together and we are hoping that people will act responsibly, that we will find solutions to our problems, and so that the people will not go and destroy pipelines, which in turn destroy themselves and their own health and their communities.
Okordia-Zarama George, TVC News, Okordia-Zarama, Bayelsa State.